There are four components of Indian rivers: the Indus River, the Ganges River, the Brahmaputra River, and the Peninsular River. The Indus River comprises of the Indus River and its five main tributaries, namely Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Byas, and the Satluj. The Indus is a part of Sapt Sindhu. Sapt Sindhu and the Zoroastrian Avesta are both known as a Hapta Hindu, both terms meaning 7 rivers. However, linguistics state that the original meaning of a Sindhu or Hindu is not a body of water but rather a frontier or a bank. Early historical kingdoms that arose in the Indus Valley include Gandhar and the royal dynasty of Savira. The Indus River rises in Tibet near Mansarovar Lake near Sangye Gzangbo in a spring. It flows west and northwestwards and enters Indian territory in Jammu and Kashmir. Then it flows through Ladakh, Baltistan and Gilgit. After emerging out of the hills, the Indus flows southwestward across Pakistan. Finally, the river reaches the Arabian Sea near Karachi. Indus is notable for a lopsided water treaty that India has entered with Pakistan, and that keeps the Indus River almost always in news. And of course, it is a river that is significant geotactically. Geotactically, that means the river can be used for any type of a geotactical advantage that may accrue to maybe China or to India or to any other country. That is geotactical significance. Now take an example of a geotechnical significance. One of the branches of a Satluj is called as Parichu. So what the Chinese have done is that the Chinese have dammed this river by allowing a landslide to take place detonated by a dynamite. It has blocked the flow of the river. Now it is in the hands of the Chinese that the Chinese can go on to dismantle this natural dam or the artificial dam that has been created, and there will be a wall of water, 200 meters high wall of water that will start flowing towards India. And as it happens, the whole of Bhakra Nangal will be gone, the entire of Punjab will be inundated, and the entire of agricultural area will be gone in no time at all. That is geotactical significance. It can be used for any geotactical reason. The second is India can go on to use the Indus Water Treaty essentially for the purpose of blocking the flow of water towards Pakistan. And when it can go on to do it so, then India can go on to derive certain type of a geotactical advantage out of doing it so. Located on the Indus and Jaskar confluence is the northernmost confluence city that is called as Leh. Leh is indeed a confluence city like that of Allahabad. It's a different matter, that is by perception people can go on to think that the northernmost city that is Allahabad. But then civil service aspirants are going to be all known for opinions and perceptions. The reality is that the northernmost confluence town in this case is going to be Leh. It has some tributaries such as Shok from Siachen, Nubra River and its valley known for 2 humped camels, and Gilgit River that starts from Shandur Lake, joins the river Indus at a junction point of 3 mountain ranges town near Juglot. It is also referred to as the Gizar River. It is the last tributary of any Indian river in the north. Hunza River is the principal river of Hunza in Gilgit Baltistan. The river cuts through the Karakoram range flowing from north to south. The Karakoram highway crosses the Hunza River and near Hunza and the Nagar valleys. That was about Indus and its adjoining territories. The Jhelum, which is called as Vitasta, is a tributary of the Indus River. It rises near a spring in Verinag. Verinag is in the valley of Kashmir. It is the westernmost of the 5 rivers of Punjab and passes through Srinagar. It flows northwards from its source to Wular Lake in Srinagar and cuts up deep gorge in Pir Panjal range. It flows roughly along the Indo-Pakistan border and finally enters Pakistan near Baramulla before it joins Chenab in Pakistan. The Chenab is known as the Chandrabhaga, with two separate rivers which join together in Himachal Pradesh. The Chandra near Jojila and Bhaga near Badalachra. They both join at Tandi near Kelong. From its source in Himachal Pradesh, Chandrabhaga flows northwestwards along the Pir Panjal range. After cutting a gorge in the Pir Panjal, the Chenab flows southwards. The Chenab is also known for its Baglihar, Dilhasti and the Salal dams. The Ravi River rises near Rohtang Pass, flows to the northwest and drains the area lying between Pir Panjal range and the Dhauladar range. After cutting a gorge in the Dhauladar range, it enters the Punjab plain and finally joins the Chenab in Pakistan. The Satluj is the longest of the five rivers and flows through the historic crossroads regions of Punjab in the northern Indian and Pakistan territories. The Satluj River is also known as Satadri. The upper Satluj Valley, called Lankan Zangbo in Tibet, was known as the Gerudo Valley by the Zangzung, the ancient civilization of western Tibetan region. The Gerudo Valley was the center of their empire, which stretched many kilometers into the nearby Himalayas. Satluj is also the easternmost tributary of the Indus River. The source of the Satluj is west of Lake Rakashtal in Tibet, as it springs in an ephemeral stream channel. This lake is connected with Mansarovar Lake by a stream. Flowing northwestwards, Satluj enters India and Himachal Pradesh at Shipkila Pass. Spiti is its most important tributary. Further down, it flows westward across the Punjab plains and finally meets Chenab in Pakistan. Bhakra Nangal Dam has been constructed on the Satluj. The waters of the Satluj are allocated to India under the Indus Water Treaty between India and Pakistan and are mostly diverted to irrigation canals in India. One of the tributaries of Satluj, as we talked about some time back, Parichu, has been dammed either by the Chinese deliberately or due to the blasting of the rocks on the sides, and has got dammed by a landslide to form a lake. Such type of lakes abound generally in the Himalayan region. The Beas River, also known as the Beas or Beas Vipasa, originates near Rohtang Pass and is one of the rivers that lies almost completely in India. It meets Chenab near Harik, forming a wetland that is called as the Harik wetland. The Indus River forms many doabs. Doabs, that means the area that lies between two water bodies, in this case two rivers. For example, it includes Rachna. Rachna is Ravi and Chenab. Chaj, that is Chenab and the Jhelum. Bish, that is Beas and the Satluj. And Bari, that is going to be Beas and the Ravi rivers. These are the doabs. There are several such type of doabs in Gangetic region as well, but these doabs have been almost like combining two words taken from the two rivers, Rachna, Chaj, Bisht and the Bari. Having talked about it, there have been some representative questions that can be framed out of it. For example, one of them is, which of the following rivers does not originate in India? Beas, Chenab, Ravi and Satluj, that you're going to see on your screen. Of course, it is Satluj that doesn't originate in India. Another of this question, that is previous question was a fact-based question. The next question is going to be observation-based. From north to south, which one of the following is the correct sequence of given rivers in India? Shok, Spiti, Jaskar, Satluj. Shok, Jaskar, Spiti and Satluj. Jaskar, Shok, Satluj and Spiti, and Jaskar, Satluj, Shok and Spiti. So it is going to be Shok, Jaskar, Spiti and Satluj. That is, answer is B in this case. The third of it is going to be the question, the rivers that pass through Himachal Pradesh are. So one has to know which is the one river that goes into pass through Himachal Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh only. Beas and Chenab, Beas and Ravi, Chenab, Ravi and Satluj, Beas, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj and the Yamuna. That is rivers that pass through Himachal Pradesh. That is going to be one of these questions. It's going to be a fact-based topic here. That was Indus River system. Now that comes to Ganga drainage system. The river system includes the Ganga and its tributaries like the Yamuna, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi. The name Ganges is used for the river between the confluence of the Bhagirathi and the Alaknanda rivers in the Himalayas and the India-Bangladesh border near Farakka Barrage and the first bifurcation of the river. The head streams that form Ganga rises in the Garhwal Himalaya. The river acquires its name after its lead streams Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, which unite at Devaprayag. The Ganga emerges from hills near Haridwar. The main stream of the Ganges begins at the confluence of the Bhagirathi and Alaknanda rivers in the town of Devaprayag in Garhwal division of the Indian state of Uttarakhand. The headwaters of the Alaknanda are found by snowmelt from peaks such as Nanda Devi, Trishul and Kamet. The Bhagirathi rises at the foot of the Gangotri glacier at Gomukh. Although many small streams comprise the headwaters of the Ganges, the 6 longest and their 5 confluences are considered sacred. The 6 head streams are Alaknanda, Dhauli-Ganga, Mandakini, Pindar, Bhagirathi rivers. The 5 confluences known as the Panchprayag and are all along the Alaknanda. They are in downstream order Vishnuprayag, where the Dhauli-Ganga joins the Alaknanda, Nanprayag, Mandakini joins Karnaprayag, where the Pindar joins Rudraprayag, where the Mandakini joins, and finally Devaprayag, where the Bhagirathi joins the Alaknanda to form the Ganges river proper. After flowing 250 kilometers through its narrow Himalayan valley, the Ganges emerges from the mountains at Rishikesh and debouches into the Gangetic plain at the pilgrimage town of Haridwar. At Haridwar, a dam diverts some of its water into the Ganges canal, which irrigates the Doab region of Uttar Pradesh. The Ganges is known for its 2 major confluences, one where it meets Yamuna in Prayag or Allahabad, and the second is at Patna, being the confluence of 4 rivers, that is Ganga, Son, Gandak and Punpun. Punpun is incidentally the Yazoo stream of Ganga. Yazoo stream means a stream that runs to the main river parallel to it for some amount of a time before joining the main stream. Now this is the name of a stream of Mississippi. Mississippi has a branch that is known as Yazoo. It flows parallel to the Mississippi for some amount of a time before joining the Mississippi. In a similar manner, the Punpun also goes on to move parallel to the Ganges before joining it. Beyond Farakka, it flows east-southward into Bangladesh, where it is known as Padma. The Padma is joined by Brahmaputra, which is known as the Jamuna in Bangladesh. After this confluence, it is known as the Megha, which falls into the Bay of Bengal after forming the largest delta of the world. The Hooghly River or the Adi Ganga flows through several districts of West Bengal and into the Bay of Bengal near Sagar Island. The other, the Padma River, flows through Bangladesh and also empties into the Bay of Bengal. The maximum peak discharge of the Ganges is recorded at Harding Bridge in Bangladesh. There are thus several left bank and right bank tributaries of Ganga, and they include the left bank tributaries such as Ghagra, Gomti, Gandak, Kosi, and the right bank tributaries as Yamuna, Son, and the Punpun, which is also a Yazoo stream of the Ganga. The Ganges basin ranges from the Himalaya and the Trans-Himalayan in the north to the northern slopes in the Vindhyan range in the south, and from the eastern slopes of the Aravalis in the west to Chotanagpur Plateau and the Sundarbans Delta in the east. Also near the end of the 18th century, the course of the lower Brahmaputra changed dramatically, altering its relationship with the Ganges. In 1787, there was a great flood in the Teesta River, which at that point was a tributary of the Ganga Padma River. The flood of 1787 caused the Teesta to undergo sudden change course, which is called as avulsion, and then shifting east to join the Brahmaputra and causing the Brahmaputra to shift its course south, cutting a new channel all in all. Now, these are some of the things that do happen. The Yamuna is the right bank tributary of the Ganga. It rises in the Yamunotri glacier in Bandar Poonch peak of Garhwal. It flows southwards up to Agra and further down east towards the southeast till it joins the Ganga at Allahabad. Its important right bank tributaries originate from Vindhyan ranges such as the Tons, and it is not to be confused with the Tons river, which is also a Gangetic tributary. Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kain and Banas. The Ghagra One of the largest tributaries of Ganga, other than Yamuna, has two head streams. One is Kali, called as Sardha, and the other is Karnali. The Karnali originates in the upper reaches in Nepal, originates beyond the Himalayas. It often shifts its course and leads to floods. Ayodhya, Faizabad is on the banks. It joins Ganga near Chhapra. The Kosi River catchment covers 6 geological climatic belts comprising the Tibetan Plateau, the Himalayas, the Himalayan mid-hill belt, the Mahabharat range, the Shivalik hills, and the Tarai. The Kosi River basin borders the Sangpo River basin in the north, the Mahananda River basin in the east, the Ganges basin in the south, and the Gandaki River basin in the west. The river basin is surrounded by ridges which separate it from the Yarlung Sangpo River in the north, the Gandaki in the west, and the Mahananda in the east. The river is joined by major tributaries in the Mahabharat range north of the Indo-Nepal border. The 8 tributaries of the basin upstream of the Chhatra gorge include from east to west the Tamoor River in eastern Nepal, the Arun River, most of which is in Tibet, the Sun Kosi in Nepal and its northern tributary, that is Dudh Kosi, Likhu Khosa, Tama Kosi, Bhote Kosi, and Indravati. The 3 major tributaries meet at Triveni, from where they are called Sapt Kosi, meaning 7 rivers. After flowing through the Chhatra gorge, the Sapt Kosi is controlled by the Kosi barrage. Before it drains itself into the Gangetic plain, it joins the Ganga near Kursela. Below the Shivaliks, the river has built up a mega fan breaking into more than 12 distinct channels, all of which are known for shifting courses due to flooding. Kamala, Bagmati, that is called as Karah, and Bodhi Gandak are major tributaries of Kosi in India, besides minor tributaries such as Bhutahi, Balan. The Kosi alluvial fan is one of the largest in the whole of the world, covering northeast Bihar and eastern Mithila to the Ganges. That is about 180 km long and 150 km wide of south. The Gandak River is a tributary of the Ganga, and the Ganges River is a left bank tributary that drains the central part of Nepal. It is one of the major rivers in Nepal and India. It is also known as the Kali Gandaki and Narayani after confluence with Trishuli in Nepal. It is a north bank tributary of the Ganga in India. The course of this river advents southward through a steep gorge known as the Kali Gandak Gorge, or Andha Galchi, between the mountains Dhaulagiri to the west and Annapurna to the east side. If one measures the depth of a canyon by the difference between the river height and the heights of the highest peak on either side, the gorge is the world's deepest gorge in the whole of the world. The course of the river between the Dhaulagiri and Annapurna massif is at a height of between 1300 meters and 2600 meters. The river is much more older than that of the Himalayas. It enters India in Bihar, where it meets the Ganga. The Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kain and Son are the rivers which originate from the northern edge of the peninsula and join the Ganga river system in the northern plains. The Son, after originating from the Amarkantak plateau, meets the Ganga in Bihar, whereas all other meet Yamuna on its right bank in the plains. That was the second part of it, that is the Ganges river system. The third is going to be the Brahmaputra river system. The Brahmaputra River is one of the male rivers. Not all the rivers are male rivers, and it is one of the male rivers along with Ajay, Damodar, Rupnarayan, Pagla, Godadhari, Rongit and Bhaga, which originates in the north from Kailash ranges of Himalayas just south of the lake called as Kongyu Sho, more popularly known as the Chamyangdong Glacier, located near Mansarovar Lake. It then flows in the north of Himalayas in the direction parallel to it along a fault line called as ITSZ. It is along the Sangpo in Tibet. It takes a southward turn near Namcha Barwa and enters Arunachal Pradesh as the Hang River. It enters into the Assam plains near Sadia. After Sadia, it is known as the Brahmaputra. Thereafter, it flows in a westerly direction up to Dhubri, near Indo-Bangladesh border. After this, it takes a southern turn and enters Bangladesh as the Jamuna, not Yamuna, Jamna. It flows southward to meet the Ganga, which is known as the Padma in Bangladesh. The principal tributaries of the river joining from right are the Lohit, the Dimang, the Subansiri, the Jia Bharal, the Manas, the Torsa, the Sankosh, and the Tista, whereas the Buri Dihang, the Disang, the Dikhau, the Dhansiri, and Kapili joins it from the left. That was about the Brahmaputra River.